Okay. Ooh. So many soldiers all at once. Oh dear. You know, I'm actually really close to 32. I don't know. The way this planet, I think I've said this before, but the way this planet actually ends up playing out is you get off of it at like 34, 35-ish, and you get to Quesh, and Quesh is like 36, right? And it's actually kind of a big jump because Quesh levels up quite quickly. So the problem you run into there is that you're underleveled coming off of this planet, just naturally. So I may end up going back and doing some Alderaan stuff. Really? It's not going to loot it again? Do I actually have to be on it? For shame. Oh, come on. Come on. There we go. Just got to look at it, and be on top of it, and run across it 3 or 4 times. And then it acknowledges your existence. Yeah, that sucks. So, past couple episodes, I haven't gotten a whole lot done. I mean, I just started Belmora, and we've had 4 episodes in Chapter 2 now. It's not good. It's not good. I mean, the whole April Fool's thing yesterday was, you know, that took up quite a bit of time. I'll admit that. But it was worth it in the end. So it's one of those things. I may just power through and skip a whole lot of this random killing. In fact, I'm pretty sure that's what I'm going to do. There'll be probably a lot of cuts this episode of me just being like, okay, now I'll be right back. But when it boils down to it, it's gonna make this episode be a lot more productive, because instead of being a 30-minute episode of me out here killing these guys, which would, you know, is what it normally would be, it'll be a 30-minute episode of me actually getting things done. And I think that's a much more important thing. Oh, I never actually... Did I? That was weird. Hold on, we'll see. There we go. There we go. Yeah. That's how we do it. I do have to find some guy here, so that's why I haven't made a cut yet, but I think after I do this and find this guy and talk to whomever, I'm going to go finish off these quests in these areas, because from what I remember, it isn't really that big of a deal. Ooh, conversation.
Ian Sarcus?
That's me, and I'll help you with anything you want. Just don't shoot. I guess you must need me or the satellite system pretty bad.
Both. Oh, I was just about to say both.
I need you to get me control of the satellite system.
That's
I
what I just
consider
said.
that fair trade for a rescue. The Empire hasn't paid me since they took over. But if Admiral Rizer discovers you attacked this post just to get me out, he'll know the Republic's up to something. We'll have to make a few stops first so I can cover our tracks.
Oh, okay. Good call.
That's a smart play, all right.
I've met Admiral Rizer. I'd like to avoid doing that again. Just get me where I need to go. I'll do the rest.
Okay. So is he like following me? Hold up. What? Oh, okay. So I guess I just go to these points. Okay, let me hop off here and kill a couple guys. I have no idea what I'm doing. And I just did this on my consular too, so kind of disappointing. Can't wait to get done with Hoth on my consular, because then I can, you know, better know the planet. Plus, Hoth is my favorite planet in the game right now. But I think when I get there with my smuggler, it's gonna be great because I get Mr. Admiral Akbar. I know you're excited too, aren't you, Bowdar? It's great. What am I? Okay, I gotta kill 4 more of those guys. Look how convenient. There's 4 right there. Ooh, there's 4 right there. Huh? Am I right? Am I right, guys? I mean, it's easy math. So technically, I am. Die. Weird camera angles. I don't know why I do that. Why I have my camera angled like this, opposed to like this. I think it's where my monitor actually sits. My middle of my monitor, which would be middle screen for you guys if you had this full screen, is slightly below eye level for me. So me having my camera down, I think, is a cause of that. I think. It could be other things. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's what it is, though. That's just what feels natural to me. When I look at the screen, the angle of this, I guess it just feels better because of the angle of my monitor. So, because a couple people have wondered about that. I didn't know it was a thing. Like, I didn't know that me having a monitor or my screen down like this was a weird camera angle at all. But until someone pointed it out. I guess it is. I guess. I mean, most people would play at this kind of angle, which I don't like this. I don't know, it just doesn't feel comfortable to me. But, yeah, maybe, because I'm upgrading, sometime after I get my new processor, I'm upgrading to a new monitor. Hopefully one that does 4000 resolution, which would be great, because then when the new consoles end up coming out, which are rumored to have that resolution, then I will definitely be doing the 4K, which would be great. Much higher quality videos, I'd say. But when I get that, it'll probably be on a stand that I have for my desk. I know, I'm that fancy. It's just a metal thing that's kind of like, it's actually well built, but it connects to the back of the desk, and you can pivot and move the monitor wherever when you attach it to the back. But the monitor I have currently doesn't have the connection for that. What am I supposed to be doing over here? Hold on. Shut down Imperial Communications Grid. Oh, it's right there. What? Why did it roll me behind the stairs? Of all places to roll me, it rolled me out of the line of sight of the guys I'm trying to kill. That made no sense at all. Why? I rag on that cover system a lot, but it kind of deserves it most of the time. And in response to a lot of people asking if I'm ever going to be rolling an agent, I'll probably level an agent on my own and show you level 50 content with it. And that was brought up yesterday when I did the April Fool's joke, and that's cool, that's fine, I understand that, but like I said, it'll... Oop. Go, guy.
I've scrambled their comm channels. If the Imperials want to tell the Admiral what happened, they'll have to go on foot.
Anyways, back to my point. I think when it boils down to rolling other classes for me playing 1 to 50, it's gonna probably boil down to just a couple classes, a handful of classes that I haven't leveled already. And when we get to that point, if it's a Republic character, just to clarify, it'll probably be only the Republic story content, or only the class content, rather. And if it's an Empire character, it'll be much like this, because you've never seen the Empire content, and it intermingles with the Republic quite nicely. And I'd like for you guys to see that if you enjoy this. So, but yeah, I haven't decided. I've said this a couple times already. I'm pretty far away from finishing as Chapter 3 on this. Chapter 3 is the last chapter in the game currently, but I think they're adding 4 sometime relatively soon. But when I finish the Smuggler, I'm not really gonna... Oop, yeah, you get that, Bowder. I'm not really sure of what I'm gonna do, and that's, like I said, is pretty far away, so we'll get there eventually. And when we do, I'll make a decision. But until then, I think I'm just gonna go by the edge of my seat, really. And I'm just gonna skip a lot of this because this is super boring for you guys to watch, I'm sure. So I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna destroy 5 turrets and then move on to the last stage of this bonus quest, and then go turn them all in, and that's when we'll reconvene. So we'll be back in a second. Okay, we're back. Back to the holo terminal, and I swear I won't troll you guys this time. Much.
I'm starting to get worried. There's a lot of Imperial movement going on up there.
All part of the plan.
Sarcus sabotaged a few things to keep him busy.
Ian Sarcus, sir. I left the Empire a few thank you presents for their hospitality.
That's our man. Can you get us control of Belmora's satellite system?
Not exactly, but I can't shut it down, that's for sure.
What do you mean, not exactly?
I can get you one unauthorized command. Then the system will lock up, and it'll take the Hawkeyes weeks to detangle it.
That'll have to be enough. How do we make this happen?
The hack needs to be planted in the satellite control tower's main computers, right where Admiral Rizer and his men are stationed.
Does the Admiral have any other defenses?
Just his track record. Even in defeat, he always manages to strike the last blow.
Once the fight's over, just insert this disk into the main control console. It'll upload the hack. I need to get to a computer. Thanks again for the rescue.
No problem, I
Taking
guess.
down Admiral Rizer and his men is a tall order. Are you sure you're up to it?
Only difference between us is a whole lot of blasters.
Grit and determination beats formal training in my book. Sarcus and I will wait for your signal. We'll be ready.
Okay. Ooh. Lots of things that I can't use for 2 levels. Almost a level. Endurance crit. Yes. Gotta love my crit. Okay, what's over here? Yes, I will talk to you and turn in another quest.
Sergeant Jolas, I have the data banks and all gun batteries are down.
That means I can get back up in the air again. Plus, I managed to pick off a few Imperials.
There'll be a lot more of that, believe me.
I sure hope so. I can't wait to take the fight to those Imperial scum. With those guns out of the way, we can get the fleet operational again. Payback time.
And, ooh. Accommodations or box? Let's go with accommodations for now. There's a thing to turn in here. This is the bonus thing about the, ooh, 3 accommodations and 13k. Boom, leveled up, baby. Let's see, what do we got? What are we getting? Reduces the energy cost of trick shot by 4, reduces his cooldown by 3 seconds. Yes. Let's go with that amazing piece of kit. What is this?
Mercenary.
Oh god.
I have been authorized to contract your services for the Empire.
It's a Terminator.
Imperial Reconnaissance Unit IM-3. Several of my systems remain offline. I was attacked on patrol by the local resistance. We cannot underestimate these perfidious rebels. Our most recent defeat has given them a significant advantage.
I was just about to say, right.
Give me all the details.
I have located the crash site of Shadow Squadron. Poor, brave men. The transponders in the downed fighters continue to function. If properly decoded, the Resistance could use the transponders to track other Imperial ships and blast our noble pilots out of the sky.
I just had one really good yawn. Okay.
A whole squadron. Pretty good for a bunch of farmers.
As if they could challenge the strength and might of the Imperial fleet alone. A Republic officer named Sergeant Durran is helping the Resistance. He is responsible for Shadow Squadron's untimely demise. The transponders must not reach Sergeant Durran. They must be destroyed. I will recommend the fleet target his camp.
Where can I find these missing transponders?
The debris is spread across the area. I have uploaded the coordinates to your communicator. I will await further repairs. Long may we serve the Empire.
I see. I probably should have screwed with him, really. And he defected to the Empire, not me. No, what you talking about? Where am I going? There, and then I'm going there, and I'm also going there, and there, and there. I'm going a lot of places, okay? Hold on, where's my main quest? Behind enemy lines, deliver the decoy packages. What's that? Oh, it's that. We'll get to that eventually, I'm sure. Let's... I guess we could go there first. And if I remember correctly, there is a bonus to kill Imperial guys, so... Let's, I don't know, I guess let's see if there is. Ooh, recovered things. I can do that. Why are you on passive? Man, that trick shot is great. Yeah. 6-second cooldown? That thing is amazing. It's like my main thing now. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. And it's also... Whoop, Ooh, really? You know what? They need an option just to turn off auto roll into cover. I really do. I know that you get defensive bonuses being in cover, like actual cover, but I don't know. It's just too inconvenient when it rolls you into stupid places, in my opinion. Yeah, I gotta kill 25 of these guys and get a couple more transponders. So when I get the next 2 transponders, then I'll take a moment and go kill these guys off camera, because you don't need to see me kill the rest of these guys. Let's be honest, I actually don't have a whole lot to say all the time, and me just sitting here killing guys would be incredibly boring. But I do want to finish the quest before I do that. And they're whoop, whoop, whoa, whoa, camera angles, crazy. Guess I could heal Bodar up for once, now that I actually remember. Go, guy, go. Ah, love the damage. Love it. Oh, now he charges in. After he's completely perplexed that I did all that damage. I know it's weird, Bodar. It's really weird that me... Okay, that was actually a convenient one. I give him that. That was kind of convenient. It actually rolled me into range. Wow, really? Nothing? I haven't gotten a single transponder again. Oh, that's because the rest of the Shut up. We'll be back in a second. Okay, so I just got to point out a minor inconvenience and stupidity with this quest, right? So this is the one I was doing. This quest right here, recover the planet. Do I have my cursor shown? Hold on a second. I do. Just had to make sure. Anyways, this cursor, or this quest is the one I'm working on, right? It says defeat. Woo! Oh, hey guys. Defeat 13 of 25 on the bonus. Now these are Imperial guys, right? Right, these are Imperial soldiers. That number didn't go up, but this one did. Right? Now let me point out, like, you could be like, oh, well, then it's in a different area. It's, you know, it's a different bonus quest. Yes, but let me show you something real quick. So I'm gonna go to my map. This is where this one is, right? In a pretty big range. But the forces that are needed for that are only around this little thing here. The ones that are needed for this bonus are this entire area. Why can't these Imperial forces and these Imperial forces coincide? Finish both of them off at the same time. No. Instead, all of these quests down here count for the quest I was working on before. I don't get it. Mind blown. But there's a group phase here. Come over here, and then these Imperial guys also count for the quest I'm currently working on. I don't... Why? Why? They just make it so difficult sometimes. Like, for the most part, everything is pretty dang streamlined and it works really well. But when it boils down to it, this is a little inconvenient. It's just a lot of wasting time. That being said, it is 2 different complete bonus quests. It could just be one. And I'm glad it's 2 different ones. Yes, I have to kill 50 forces total within that, but the thing is, I get double bonus experience there. And I'm okay with that. But we'll do this phase here. Let me just pop down. I did like half my HP. That was like 20 feet. Okay, no, that would actually hurt falling from that distance. I give him credit. That would do about that much damage, if not break a few legs. As if we have more than 2. Don't judge me. Are you gonna attack? But there you go. And shoot him some more. There we go. And what exactly do I have to do in here? Confront the Admiral. That's reasonable, I guess. And I'm already done with that bonus series, or not bonus series, but bonus part of this quest. Although I wish I didn't run out there and kill like 30 guys, hoping I could get this one. I thought it was counting out both of them, but it wasn't, so that's why I had so many killed. It was like I had like 20 killed on that one already, or close to it. And that was simply because I thought it was counting both, but it didn't. And I was quite sad. I just wasn't paying attention. I'm in the middle of downloading the Game of Thrones season premiere for season 2. And it's really good. I just finished, I've said this before, but I just finished season 1. Super good. My only concern, my only thing that I gotta say before I say anything else, is if you're under the age of 18, I don't quite suggest it. Because it is super raunchy. Why am I not shooting? It just didn't want to... Like, I had him targeted, but it was like, no. Why would we do that? But yeah, it's really... I wouldn't suggest it for anybody who is under 18. That's just my personal opinion. If I were a parent, I wouldn't let children watch it, really. It's, I don't know. It's, yeah, like I said, it's really raunchy. But season 2 is supposedly really good. And I got it on iTunes, so that's what I'm waiting for it to download. Come on. Come on, iTunes? Is that what it was on? I don't remember exactly what it's downloading on, to be honest with you. I just got it from the, there's a link on the HBO website.
This ends here. The Republic is clearly desperate, but I never thought
iTunes,
they would send a civilian.
1 second. I'm adding up how many Imperials I killed to get here.
You're going to die for a lost cause, my friend. The Empire controls Balmorra. The greatest weapons in the galaxy are now in the hands of its strongest power. If the Republic insists on fighting those odds, Balmorra will suffer for it.
You don't scare me.
Whatever you've done, you'll pay for it.
In wasted time with a fool, it appears.
Yep, time for them to die. If I can actually get into cover here. Oh, he just kind of fell over dead, didn't he? This guy, on the other hand. He's doing quite a bit of damage to Bodar, and it just randomly just like targeted him. Flourish shot. Remember to use flourish shot. My damage over time and Smuggler's luck. Yeah. Oh, now he's dead. Bodar, that is. We got this. We got this. Interrupted him from his grenade. Sucks to be him. Yeah, I'll tell you, when I go back to the fleet, which will be very soon here, because I got trained. By the way, which new abilities did I get? Defense screen. Projects a defense screen around yourself, which absorbs incoming damage for 15 seconds. I like that. Okay, so it's like a bubble. Sweeping gunfire and thermal. Okay. Long story short, when I go back to the fleet, which will be after I finish this set of quests, then I am going to train and buy Bodar a ton of gear. Does he wear heavy gear? Let's figure this out now. Yes, he does. So don't buy medium, because they do have medium strength for the DPS.
One satellite defense system, courtesy of me. How's that for the rookie, Hawkeyes? Guys, tell me the other Hawkeyes are just ignoring me.
It's just me and a bunch of dead Imperials.
Odd. The Hawkeyes don't leave their posts. Unless it's to help nice people like you. Looks like the hack worked perfectly. I can get one command in before the system locks up. Just say the word and I'll... No. This can't be. The Hawkeyes are being executed. Admiral Rizer's orders.
You sure about that?
I can read. Easiest things to pick up are comm messages.
Sarcus, assault's already begun. There's an Imperial command compound. Can't locate. Destroy our defenses. Use the satellite system to find command. Shut down dispatch console. Mating out.
Well, I'm really torn up about a bunch of stuff being destroyed. But we're talking life or death here. We've only got one command. We have to use it to find the Hawkeyes.
Yeah, I might as well help him.
Do it. I won't let innocent people die.
The Hawkeyes are being held in the Okara droid factory. We're lucky. That's not too far away. I brought down their biggest defenses with the turbo lasers, but there's still a lot of Imperials inside.
They'll clear out pretty fast when I show up.
I can't thank you enough. Now hurry.
Okay. Ooh, bracers. Better bracers? No. Sadly. Well, accommodation it is. Inventory. Ooh, box. What's that? Ew. What's that? Slightly better than what I have. Of course I'm not going to wear it because it's hideous. I mean, fashion sensible over here. I need build more accommodations, and then I can get pants. I think it's pants. I can't be certain, but I'm pretty sure it's pants. Which means then all I need to upgrade when I go back to the fleet. I do have pretty good pants already, though. So, oh, maybe it isn't pants, because you get pants from Alderaan, so it's like what? What would it be? Maybe helm? Chest? Probably chest. I don't know. We'll find out when I go back over there, but what do we got to do out here? So I got to go over there, but I don't quite want to go over there yet. So I'm going to go run down to that quest and skip the travel time, and we'll be back in a second. Okay, so I'm on my way down there, and I found these little rocks that I can see, which apparently is for my main quest. I'm gonna do that. Shoot this guy. There we go. Oop, what happened? Where did these guys come from? Oh yeah, that's right. I gotta kill the thing quicker, or it signals guys. At least that's what the quest remembered, or from what I remember the quest saying. I'm not. I can't remember if these guys are here or not, though. That's my problem. Okay, loot. But I got one of 4, and we just need a few more. There we go. You know, go scavenge. Jeez, Bodar. Gosh. By the way, that phase I was just in up over there, which is this area, it's actually for a warrior quest when you're here on the Empire. It's the main warrior quest, which is pretty cool. That they, they reuse assets that are already there, but in clever ways. For instance, I don't quite remember the quest for the warrior, but I do remember that obviously there weren't Imperials in there and stuff, and I think it was a little bit different in the inside as well. So it's cool that just kicked my desk. It's cool that they're able to do that and really save time. It's not being lazy. I mean, if you think about it, being lazy would be having basically the same quests and the same story arcs, and all that fun stuff. But it's completely different quests, and you go there for a completely different reason, and there's different items in there for you. Most of the time, when quests kind of cross over like that, there's different items at least. But for an instance of a quest like that, it's just had to go in there and kill somebody, right? So it's kind of cool that, like I said, that they're able to do that. It's really great. Like the Taurus quest is a really good example. Taurus on the Republic pretty much goes from left to right, and they take out a bunch of targets. But when you go there on the Empire, there's a lot of things just destroyed, wrecked, and the Empire then starts on the left-hand side of the map and goes to, or right-hand side and goes to the left, which, like I said, it's super cool how they're able to do that and make each planet seem completely separate and different. The Taurus for the Republic is kind of like midday as opposed to the Taurus for the Empire, which is kind of middle of the night. And you don't see that in any other MMO that I can think of off the top of my head, and I really like that. In fact, I remember listening to an interview with Daniel Erickson, and he's kind of the main writer, right? And he said that when they decided, hey, it's time for us to decide how we're going to do the questing in this game, like back before there was even like even a world designed. They had the idea of everything being the same, right? So Empire and Republic would do basically the same quest, minus the story quest for this independent classes. That's how the game was going to be. It was going to be just like any other MMO. But then they came out and they said that's not going to work. That's not going to work. So what they did instead is they did the system they have now, which is completely two separate things. The quests don't overlap, and the environments that do are varied pretty significantly. Like Hoth for the Republic is a different part of Hoth than the Empire is, which is really cool. You do eventually cross over at the end of Hoth, but you know the whole intro part of it is a different area. And I'm very happy that they decided not to go with the whole everybody does the same quest, because it wouldn't have felt the same. And at the end of the day, in a Star Wars game, it's all about how it feels, to be honest. If you were playing a Star Wars game, you didn't feel like you were playing a Star Wars game, then you wouldn't be playing a Star Wars game, would you? Die. Like sitting here playing, you know, I'm shooting blasters and I'm hearing the noises and stuff, and it's very Star Wars-esque. If I was sitting here shooting blasters and all I heard was like machine gun fire, wouldn't feel like I was playing Star Wars, would it? It's kind of the key part of Star Wars. Warcraft can get away with doing anything because of Warcraft. It's got a very distinct but also very varied. Very varied. It's got a varied, it's a better way of saying it, rather than adding another word in there that doesn't even make sense. But they're able to get away with it because they don't need to take the feel of this, like what we're seeing now. They're my little, like, that is amazing. Like, they don't need to have that feel. They just need to have a bunch of oversized men and scantily clad elves running around in a forest with pandas. And then you have Warcraft. That's what it is. And they can get away with that. But in Star Wars games, you can't. And I think if they would have taken the quests and mushed them together, you wouldn't have had quests that feel like they're from the Empire. And you definitely wouldn't have quests that feel like they're from the Republic. And it's a good thing that they weren't lazy, as I said. Now scavenge, Bodar, in the middle of my speech. Like about... You just ran away from it. Are you really fighting instead? I don't need you. Stupid Wookiee, go. I just had a good idea. A devious idea, but a good idea nonetheless. If I ever play a warrior again, which I probably won't because I've already leveled one up to level 50, if I ever do, or even better, if there's a female character, a female companion you get on the Inquisitor that's your slave, kind of like the warrior and Vet. Vet is a slave and you have shot color on her. It'd be hilarious just to put her in the slave outfit. Done. Done deal. Awesome. That's all I gotta say. It's sick, and you can mod it out, so it's not like it's a useless thing, but it is, you know, it's something that you could do. Why is there like a whole other camp over here? And what is this? Clicky?
Sergeant Duran, I heard your team tracks Imperial ships. These transponders might help.
Kavaji uta kuga huta nupri da bumbaula. Kapuna maletuta ud mishka kabanotesime.
Okay. Ooh, Bodar bracers. Slightly kind of not better than what he has, but not worse. You know? Let's just get the commendation for now, because I'm going to go and end up getting him stuff anyway, so. I think I should pick up quests here before heading over there. I've got 3 quests over there. Holy cow. 2 quests. 2 quests over there. I have to deliver a packet. Where the heck? Okay. Dropped off the package to throw the Imperials. Now it's time to make a real delivery. Drop off the real package inside the droid factory. But it doesn't say that that's... Oh, now it is when I scroll over it that way. But when I scroll that way, it only shows 2. Weird. So I've got 3 quests in there. Hopefully we can pick up another. Let me get this.
You are cleared for the following travel
Come down
routes.
here. Look at that. Sweet. And talk to him.
The Empire may be calling the shots at Okara now, but they don't own me. This is a golden opportunity. Great. The Empire overruns my workplace and suddenly I'm a traitor. I'm in a perfect position to ruin their operations, but the Republic won't even hear me out.
Where exactly do you work?
The Okara droid factory, which the Empire controls now. Not ideal employers. For the past few months, my factory's been putting together a massive shipment of battle droids for the Empire. In the interest of quality assurance, I developed a virus and uploaded it to one of the droids, just to see what would happen. The droid malfunctioned, violently. Now, imagine if we infected the entire shipment of droids with that virus.
Sounds promising.
What's your plan for making that happen?
We've been using special relay droids to upload all the necessary programming to the combat models. If we infect the relay droids, they should transmit the virus to the rest. I'd do it myself, but they're guarded by sentry drones. If you can get past those sentries and upload the virus, you'll corrupt thousands of the Empire's droids. Will you do it?
My ship could use the scrap metal. I'm in.
Nulilak apajam kamgam. Amka nemnang. Ampa nemnang memua inok. Nikag agak kip debab. Naya amgam barakeki. Bumogala apayang. Nilama ini amka amgap.
It's about time someone listened. Thank you.
Okay, sweet. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna save these quests for next weekend, right? And instead, I'm gonna go to the Republic fleet right now, and I'm gonna buy some gear and get me loaded out a little bit. And I'll be right back because I'm not ending it quite yet, but I'll be right back with gear. Okay, I went to the Republic fleet and I bought a few. Don't worry about the flying fish. Just don't worry about it. So I bought a few items. I bought a generator, offhand for Bodar. Actually, I bought pretty much anything for Bodar, and I got him a helm, a chest piece, a pair of gloves, and a really awesome weapon. And that should beef him out enough where he doesn't just die in a few hits, which would be so great for the rest of Balmorra. This will also help me make sure that I can get through some of the harder quests at the end there. I'm back on Alderaan because I'm going to go do the rest of the quests here that I missed. There's only a few of them. And that should put me far enough ahead where I won't be behind when I get off Balmorra. You guys want to see that? That'll be during the week. It's actually pretty boring stuff. I'll just be running around killing things most of the time. That's pretty much it for this week, though. We'll be back, as usual, again on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. However, as a word of note, caution, on Tuesday, if 1.2 is released, if the patch is released, I will be doing a lot of 1.2 content, including stuff for like a UI customization guide, probably a video of the new flashpoints, just all that fun stuff. And if I do those videos, they will be paired up with the other videos that come out on those days. For instance, Mass Effect comes out on Tuesday, Wednesday, and if on Tuesday 1.2 comes out and I do a video, there'll be Mass Effect plus the video, so you get double or triple videos for those days. So keep an eye out for that if and only if 1.2 is released. And if you subscribe to us on Twitter, or you follow us on Twitter, or whatever you want to call it, it's Twitter, it doesn't really matter, but I usually do announcements there if I'm going to be doing something special, like a double video or a triple video for one day. We're at Old Spice Wookiee, which is awesome. And that's also on our main channel page. But I think other than that, that wraps up for this week, and I will see you guys next time.